When I made my first $1 million, it took everything. Right. And if there was one thing I would go back and tell myself when I was working so hard during that time was that it's okay. Right. I let society and other people tell me that the amount of work I was putting in was wrong. And like people made me feel guilty about having a strong work ethic. People made me feel guilty about working so hard to go after my dreams. And I let people stifle me, right? I let people get in my fucking head, like my loved ones, right? And they, I let them convince me that there was something fucking wrong with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they, oh, you just got addicted. You think about money too much. That's all you care about, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I let them convince me for a period of time that going after my goals, fulfilling my purpose, and trying to actually see how much I was made of and fulfill my potential was somehow a bad thing. I let them convince me that being a little lazier, or what they called enjoying life, was the only way to live. I let them convince me that recreation was the only way to actually enjoy life. What they didn't understand, though, and what took me a while to understand, was, oh, they need to do all this recreation because they don't enjoy life. So they have to go find different ways to enjoy it. They have to go find escapisms to actually enjoy life. And they didn't get, and I didn't understand why I felt so much real joy out of trying to push myself, trying to see what I was made of, like a G, right? And I was doing this shit, and I just did it anyway because it just felt right to me, man. I just followed my heart, going after my goals, despite what everyone told me. And then I read a book. By a man named Tim Grover. Right? It's called Relentless. It's tattooed on my arm. Relentless. And what I realized was that the great ones, people who take it to the next level, they all had that kind of drive. They all love pushing themselves and seeing what they're made of, right? It doesn't feel like a sacrifice to them, right? They are enjoying life by pushing themselves. And regular people can't fathom that. And when I read the book, I was like, oh, it's okay. In fact, this is required to get to where I need to go. And that's when I really took my foot off the gas. And I started making multiple millions. And it was easier because I stopped giving a fuck about people who were saying that it wasn't okay to put my all into my goals or to go all out like a G. I implore you all to do the same.